Okay, and Paula is not here, and Laura. Okay, let's start. Camilo, tell me, how was your weekend?
How, teacher?
How was your weekend?
How do what?
Your weekend. How was your weekend?
How was your weekend? Not much. Sharing with my family.
No more?
No more,
You were
teacher.
sharing with your
Good.
family,
Yeah.
and maybe you were doing activities from the university?
Yeah.
Yes?
Make the homework. Yes.
Okay, very good. Good morning, Laura. Laura, good morning. Laura, can you hear me?
Hey, teacher. Yes,
Good
clearly.
morning. Good morning. How do you do?
Fine, teacher. Thanks. And you?
Okay, very good. I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. I'm okay. Okay, you have a homework. You have a homework. Did you do your homework?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so tell me, you are gonna share your homework. First of all, Camilo, share your homework, please.
Okay, teacher. Once upon a time, there
Okay.
was the largest and fattest cat in the world. Its paws were smaller than a baby lion's, so that it had rolled around the house in livid. One day the cat met the skinniest African cat in the world. The African cat could barely walk as its legs locked and acted like noodles. It barely could stand the thing of this cat is went on a longer strike than Gandhi. Now this cat is not fat.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Camilo. Very good. And Laura, your history. Share your history, please.
Okay. The circus. When I was a child, my father used to take us to the circus. As he has a sight condition, we always went to the first place in the audience. I really enjoyed the human performance more than the animal ones. I remember that the trapeze artists were the tiniest girls that I ever seen, and the host was the tallest man that I ever know. All in the circus had a function, but the clowns were more popular than the other ones, and the magician was the most mysterious. I admire the animals too, but now I am more conscious about animals in those environments. It is unfair to steal their nature from them. However, I appreciate the wild beauty. The lions were more furious than the dogs, but the dogs were the sweetest ones. The elephants were heavier than the horses, but the horses were more friendly. The seals were funnier than the bears, but the bears were more impressive. I really had a good time with my family, but I used to think about those animals. Fortunately, these types of shows are forbidden now, and the circus was transformed into something more histrionic. For example, the Cirque du Soleil is the most famous circus in the world, and they don't use animals in their show. I prefer this type of entertainment. It is one of the most beautiful demonstrations of human capacity.
Okay, very good, Laura. Excellent. I really like your history. Great job. Is that a real history?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Good morning, Paula. How do you do?
Good morning, teacher.
How do you do?
I'm pretty nice. I'm pretty nice, okay? And
Okay,
you?
thank you. I'm okay. I'm okay, thank you. Okay, did you do your homework?
Yes, teacher.
Share your homework, please.
Okay. When I traveled to Cali, I visited the zoo, and it was the biggest zoo in the town. It's bigger than the rest and with the best animal in the world. We have mm, the most curious and lovely dolphins and the best scenes that play with everybody. And we have the funniest mm, elephants, and we can see the tallest giraffes, and we can appreciate different kinds of animals, and we could see mm, taller animal than others and bigger animal than others and different kinds of animals, and I could enjoy a lot that experience because I didn't know wild animals in life.
Okay, is that a real story?
Yes,
Yes, very good.
yes.
And how was your weekend, Paula? How was your weekend?
My weekend was okay because I stayed at home with my family and with my baby boy, and was nice.
Okay, thank you. Very good. So, first of all, today, let me share my screen. You need to look at some pictures. Give me a moment, please. Okay, it's here. I am gonna open the link, first of all. And wait a moment, please. Here. Okay, it's here. Is this one and the pictures. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. I see it's ready. Okay. Can you see these pictures?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay. So the exercise is you need to choose a picture. Okay, you need to choose a picture, but without saying which one, because the idea is your classmate can guess what is the picture you choose with your description. Okay, you are gonna describe the picture you choose, but without saying which one, and try to use passive voice if you can. Okay, for your description. Is clear? Is it clear? Do you understand the exercise?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Describing passive.
Describe, you choose, first of all, you choose a picture, okay? You choose a picture,
Uh-huh.
and then you describe the picture without saying which one, because the idea is your classmate can guess what is the picture you choose, and try to use passive voice, okay, to describe if you can. So let's start by Laura.
Mm, uh, the object that I select is
No,
crispy.
don't say. Okay.
No, I don't say. I start my
Okay,
explanation.
description. Okay, very good.
Uh-huh. It's crispy and it's full of cheese. You used to eat it with more people, and it's the favorite plate for my children. And I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
You can put oregano in it.
Paula and Camilo, what is Laura's picture? Paula and Camilo, what do you think? What is her picture?
Pizza.
It's a
Pizza,
pizza.
teacher.
Okay. Yes, are they correct, Laura?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Now, Paula, this is your turn.
Okay, the thing that I select it's a rectangle shape and has a screen, and you can see on it series, novels, movies, sometimes you can see in the rooms, in the bedrooms, or in the dining room, and you can share with your family looking at this.
Okay, so Camilo and Laura, what do you think is Paula's picture?
TV.
The
TV
TV.
teacher.
Yes, is that Paula?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good. Camilo,
Okay. A book that gives us many meanings, and for me is very important in English.
okay. So what is the picture? Laura and Paula, what is his picture?
A dictionary.
A dictionary,
Yeah.
okay. Very good. So one more, Laura, choose one more.
Okay, is you use it for enter to places. They are shiny. And they are hard. You used to have two of them if one is lost. I don't know.
Okay, okay, very good. And Camilo and Paula, what is the picture? What is her picture? Do you know, Paula or Camilo? Do you know?
Oh, teacher.
No, Paula? Paula? Do you know? Paula, can you hear me? Let's check.
Yes, teacher, but I
Okay.
have problems with my connection and I couldn't listen her.
Okay, so Laura, could you repeat again, please?
They are shiny. They are hard, and you used to use it for enter to places, and you used to have more than one because it is usual that you lose it.
The keys.
The kids. Okay, very good. Yes, yes, the kids. And now, Paula, describe one more picture.
Okay, the picture that I selected is red and it's beautiful, and sometimes the people cut to give to another people, especially to the humans, to make feel her or make feel them special.
Special. Okay, Camila, what do you think? What is her picture?
A daily news.
No, it's very easy.
The rose teacher.
Yes, the rose, this
Yes,
one, the rose. Very good. And finally, Camilo, one picture
Okay.
more.
Okay. Food that we normally eat in the morning with a drink with milk.
Okay, what do you think, Paula? Paula?
could you
Laura,
repeat
what
it,
do you think?
Camilo? Sorry.
No, okay, don't worry. And Paula, what do you think? Sorry, Laura, what do you think?
Bread.
The red. Yes,
Yes.
Camilo, is that correct? The
Yes,
red.
it's correct.
Okay, very good. So now, let me a moment here. Okay, the topic of this class is passive voice. Okay, we are gonna talk about passive voice with present and past simple. With present and past simple. You can use the passive voice with any kind of tenses, but in this class we are gonna focus on passive voice, but with present and past simple. Okay, that is the topic of this class. So first of all, you're gonna watch a video. You're gonna watch a video and then I explain you, okay? Give me a moment. Here, okay, and here. Watch a video first of all. Can you see and listen? Paula, Camilo, and Laura, can you see and listen? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's watch the video. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna explain you, okay? I'm gonna explain you the topic. Here, and is this one. Okay, so passive voice. English has two voices, as you could see in the video, the active and the passive, okay? The active voice is just when the subject of the sentence does the action. For example, I have an example here. My mom sings that song. So in this example, A, my mom is the subject and B is the object. For this reason, this is an active voice sentence because the subject in here, okay, is who does the action. It say, my mom sings that song. This is an active voice. And the passive voice is just when we focus on the object, okay, on the object of the sentence. In the same example, it say that song is sung by my mom. So the object of the active sentence becomes the subject in the passive voice sentence. That song is sung by my mom, and my mom now is the object, and this is the agent in this case. Okay, this is the difference between the active and the passive voice. Okay, could you notice the difference? Can you notice the difference?
Yes.
Yes.
First the object.
Okay. Yes. Let's continue.
Yes, teacher.
Sentence in active and passive voice usually means the same. Yes, usually means the same, but their focus is different. Is different. For example, here we have the same sentence, but in active and in passive voice. Millions in active voice. Millions of people use the internet every day. In this case, in the active voice, focus on people. Yes, and in the other case, in passive voice, the internet is used by millions of people every day. So in this case, we focus on the internet, not on the people. Okay, let's continue. Use the passive voice when you don't know who performed the action. You don't know. Example, the company was founded in 1897. In 1897, but I don't know who found that company. So for that reason, I use the passive voice. Also, when the person who performed the action is obvious or their identity is clear from the context. For example, 3 people were arrested yesterday during the protest by the police. That is obvious. Okay, 3 people were arrested yesterday during the protest. That is obvious. The information about who does the action is obvious. Okay, and also when you want to avoid mention to who performed the action, you don't want to say who is the person who performed the action. For example, some mistakes were made in the selection process, but I don't want to name, I don't want to say who made the mistakes. For that reason, I just say some mistakes were made in the selection process, okay? Do you have any question? Do you have any question?
No.
No? Okay, let's continue.
No, teacher, it's clear.
When it is important to know who does the action, we use by, okay? When you want to say who does the action, you use by. The noun that follows by is called the agent. Like in the previous example, it say my mom was the subject in the active sentence, but it becomes the agent in the passive sentence. Yes, it becomes the agent. The person, yes, the person who performs the action is called agent. Okay, the subject. And sometimes when the agent is unknown or unimportant to the meaning of the sentence, we don't use by. Not always. Not always you're gonna use by. Okay, just when you want to say who performs the action. And let's continue. Okay, in present simple. Let's focus in the passive voice in present simple. In the present simple, the passive voice uses the verb is and are. This is important, is and are. Is, you use the is with singulars, yes, and are with plurals. And the past participle. In the passive voice, you always need to use the past participle, okay? You always need to use the past participle of the main verb. That is the third column if the verb is irregular, or if the verb is regular, you just need to add ed, like in the present perfect, okay? And the passive voice present is often used to describe process and general thoughts. For example, process. First, the apples are picked, then they are cleaned, and finally they are baked and shipped to the market. That is a process. For that reason, I use passive voice in present simple. And also when you want to talk about general thoughts or opinions and beliefs. For example, New York is considered the most diverse city in the USA. Okay, that is an opinion maybe. It is believed that Amelia Earth's plane crashed in the Pacific Ocean. And also Hungarian is seen as one of the world's most difficult languages to learn. Okay, skin cancers are thought to be caused caused by excessive exposure to the sun. These ones are beliefs or opinions or general thoughts. For that reason, you use the passive voice in present simple. Do you have any question?
No.
No? Okay, let's continue. And passive voice in past simple. What happened in the past simple? You need to use was or were, okay? Was or were, singular was and with plural words, and also the past participle, okay? The past participle of the main verb. The passive voice past is often used to describe events in history, okay? They are the uses, even in history, and crimes or accidents. Even in history, for example, George Washington was elected president in 1788. That is an event in history. And also to talk about crimes, for example, 2 people were killed in a trial by shooting on Friday night. So this is the passive voice. And also 10 children were injured when part of the school roof collapsed. This is an accident. So you are talking about past simple passive voice. Do you have any question? No?
No, teacher, I understand.
Okay. For example, when you were describing the pictures and at the previous exercise, at the previous knowledge, you could use the passive voice. For example, you say they are used for open doors. Yes, it's better to use the passive voice to describe that pictures. Okay, so let's check now the practice here. Okay, here I have this reading. I have a reading here. Can you see? Can you see this reading?
Yes.
Okay, so here I have 3 different jobs. Each one is gonna read one job. Okay, so let's start by Camilo, the sweetest job. The sweetest job.
Okay.
This one you're gonna read.
Sweetless is a company in Britain that makes sweets. The sweets are made in the company's factory in Manchester in the north of England, and they are eaten by kids all over the country. Harry Wiltshire is one of the company's employees, but he's only 12 years old. His job is probably the best job in the factory. He's the company official sweets tester. When a new sweet is invented, it's
Is
made in an
invented. When a new
invent
suit is invented,
is invented, it's made in a special department in the factory, all very secret. Then the new sweet is sent to Harry's house for him to
to
test.
test.
He it is, writes a report about it and sends his report to the factory. And then a decision is made about whether
Whether to
whether
make
whether to make the switch or not.
or not.
Is Barry paid for the job? Well, no. He isn't paid because he's too young to work for
Jump,
money.
jump.
Young to work for money, but he gets free sweets. Harry says, when I started the job, I felt like
I
I
felt,
was
I felt.
I felt like I was in the book Charlie and Chocolate Factory. Harry has got a special uniform and business card. He's got a really sweet job, you might
You,
say.
you might say. Okay, could you identify some expressions in passive voice?
Wait. Harry Whistler is one of the company employees, but he's only 12 years old.
But he's only no. That is not passive voice. That is not passive
Okay.
voice. For example, look at this. The sweets are made. This
Uh,
is passive voice. The sweets are
Sweet
made
is
in
the
the
object,
company
yeah.
factory. Yes,
The
the
sweets are
sweets
made
are
in.
made. The sweets are made in the company's factory. Another one, for example, they are eaten by kids. This one, they are eaten by kids. On another one, let's check in here. When a new series is invented, this one too. It is made. It is made. There are a lot of expression in passive voice in this reading. Could you notice one more?
No.
For example, this one. The new suite is sent. The new
And
suite is
sent to Harry's house.
this one. Is Harry paid? Is Harry paid for the job? This is also passive voice. He isn't paid. Okay, thank you, Camilo. Now let's continue. Desert Island blogger, Laura. This one. Oh, excuse me.
Okay. Would you like to look after an island in the Pacific Ocean? Almost 35,000 people applied for the job. But then Soldal
Yes, so that.
got it. How was the winner chosen? Well, after Ben showed that he was good at blogging and swimming, there was an interview. He was asked lots of questions to see if he had the right kind of personality for the job. And he did. So what did Ben have to do in this job? It was hard work. He had to live on his own in a 3-bedroom villa with a swimming pool on Hamilton Island and spend every day swimming, exploring, and relaxing. Then he made to write a blog to promote the area. Ben was paid $111,000 for 6 months' work. The people he worked for liked his work very much. After he finished on Hamilton Island, he became tourist ambassador for the state of Queensland, Australia.
Australia. Okay, very good. Could you identify some expression in passive voice?
Let me see, teacher.
Okay, don't worry.
Ben was paid.
Okay, was paid. Yes, that is one. This one too, for example, who was the winner chosen? This one, who was the winner chosen?
Yeah, the people he worked for liked his work.
No, that is not passive voice. That is not passive voice. The people who were no. This one no. Let's check one more. After Ben showed there was an interview, he was this one. He was asked a lot of questions. He was asked a lot of questions. Okay, very good. Thank you, Laura. Now, Paula, the final one, sleeping on the job. Paula, the third one, the third job, sleeping on the job.
Okay, teacher. Sleeping on the job. Usually, sleeping on the job is a big problem for an employee. If you fall asleep, you'll be tired. But
You'll be fired.
You'll be fired. Yeah, you'll be fired. But Roisin Madigan from Birmingham, UK, United Kingdom, was paid to sleep on the job. She tested luxury beds. Roisin was paid 1,000 euros to sleep in designer beds every day for a month. A company that makes beds for luxury hotels wanted to know more about what makes a good night's sleep. Roisin was selected to spend up to 8 hours a day in a bed and then write about it. Over 600 people applied for the job, but they weren't chosen. Of course, it was only Roisin who got to sleep on the job.
Okay, very good. Could you identify, could you notice some expressions on passive voice in
Yes,
this part?
teacher, many.
For example?
Mm, Roisin was selected to spend up.
Okay, very good.
Mm, another one. Mm, was paid to sleep on the job.
Postpaid. Okay, very good.
Mm,
This one, they weren't chosen.
again,
They weren't chosen.
yeah.
Yes. Okay,
Mhm.
very good. So now let's develop an exercise about the reading here. This is an exercise. Give me a moment. I am gonna make it bigger. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Taking into account the reading, you are gonna say true or false to the following sentences. Number one, children all over Britain eat sweetest sweets. That is true or false?
False.
What do you think, Paula?
It's true because there was a sentences in passive voice. I remember.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's true. Look at this. Look at the reading. It says in here, it says, sweetest in a company that made the sweetest are made in the company. Okay, they are eaten by kills all over the country.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, so that is true. The first one is true. Very good, Paula. Number two, all the sweets that Harry tests are good. All the sweets that Harry tests are good. That is true or false?
All this.
Who can remember? Who remember? All the sweets that Harry tests are good.
False.
False. Yes, that is false. Very good. That is false. Okay. Number three, Harry tests the sweets at the factory. Harry tests the sweets at the factory. That is true or false?
True.
True?
No, teacher, it's false.
It's false, yes. He tests the sweets in the house. In the house,
Okay.
not in the factory. Okay. Number four, Ben Soral had an interview for his job. Ben Soral had an interview for his job. True or false? Do you remember? No? You don't remember? Ben Sauran had an interview for his job.
Yes, teacher, true.
So that is true. Okay, that is true. Number five, Ben lived alone in the villa. Ben lived alone in the villa. True or false?
True, teacher.
True, very good.
True.
Very good. Number six, Ben didn't do his job very well. Ben didn't do his job very well. True or false?
False.
False. Very good, Camilo. That is false. That is false. Thank you. Number seven, Roisin worked for a month for 1,000 euros. True or false?
True.
True. Okay, very good. True. That is true. That is true. Okay, number eight, Roisin worked for a hotel. Paula, you remember? Roisin worked for a hotel. That is true or false?
That's true.
True?
No,
What
it's
do you
false. It's for a
think? It's
company.
false. Yes, it is not for a hotel.
False.
Okay, it's false. It's false. And number nine,
That company
Roisin sometimes,
is the best.
yes, yes. And Roisin sometimes spends 10 hours in a test bed. 10 hours in a test bed. True or false?
False. I remember that was 8 hours.
8 hours. Yes, very good. Okay, thank you. Now let's complete. Let's complete the sentences, okay, from the reading. The sweets, you remember the sweet. These ones start with passive voice, okay. The
Where
sentence
Are made.
where is
are made, okay,
ah
are made.
yeah.
Very good. The sweets are made in the company's factories. Excellent. Number 2, that is a question. This is a question. Hurry
Is
for the job.
Harry paid for the job?
Exactly. Is Harry paid for the job? Very good.
Is
Is Harry paid
Harry
for the job? No
paid?
is the answer. Is the answer from the question number 2. Number 3 is the answer from the question number 2.
Isn't paid.
Yes,
Is
very good.
paid.
Isn't paid. Okay, he isn't paid. Very good, Camila. Number 4. How
The winner chosen.
how that is passive. Passive. Remember, passive voice.
How
How
but in
was
present or in past?
How
How
was
did the winner choose?
in past. This is in
How
past.
was the winner
the
choose?
winner chosen?
Yes. How was the winner chosen? Okay. And number 5. Lot of
he
question. He
was asked?
Yes. Very good, Camilo. He was asked a lot of questions. He was asked a lot of questions. And number 6, over 600 people apply for the job, but
Wasn't selected.
they weren't.
Weren't selected.
Remember, they weren't selected or chosen, like in the reading say. Okay, very good. Now this is a different exercise. It is not from the reading. Complete a sentence with present simple, passive, or past simple. Okay, you need to look at if it is passive, simple, or past, in past or in present simple. For example, this is an example. Every year, hundreds of films, so the verb is make, and here I have the passive, are made in Hollywood. Okay, so you have the space and the verb here. Number 1, Laura. Number 1.
But she isn't paid very much money.
But look at this. It was interesting work. It was in the past.
Okay. Wasn't paid.
Okay, she wasn't paid. Yes, she wasn't paid very much money. Okay, very good. Very good. So now, number 2, Camilo.
Tigers weren't found in Africa.
But maybe it can be in the present. Tigers are not fine. Are
Are
not
not
found.
found.
No, you
Are
say
sorry.
this one. Okay, give me a moment. You say aren't
Aren't okay.
find. Aren't
Aren't
find.
found in Africa.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
But you have a mistake. Look at the verb. Look at the verb. Find is
Find
in present. Remember that in the passive voice, you need to use
is
the
found.
past participle. Is aren't found. Okay? Aren't found.
Okay.
Always in the passive voice, you need to use the past participle of the verb. Okay? The past participle. For example, here in number 1, pay, paid. This is the past participle. Find, found. Okay? Number 3, Paula.
This novel was written 100 years ago.
Okay, very good. Was written 100 years ago. Number 4, Laura.
Lots of new websites are designed, especially for small children.
Yes, very good. Designed, especially for small children. Okay. Number 5, Camilo. Number 5.
When did no when 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 are no when did the Mona Lisa?
When you talk about the passive voice, you can use it, okay? You can use it. This is was or were.
Okay, when was the Mona Lisa painted?
Yes, exactly. This is the passive voice. The passive voice always use the verb to be. It depends if it in present is or are, or if it is in past was or were, and the main verb in past participle. Okay. When was the Mona Lisa painted? Okay. Number 6, Paula.
In the USA, the president was chosen every 4 years.
But look at the word. Every 4 years. Every 4 years.
Okay. In the USA, the president is chosen every 4 years.
Yes, in present. It's chosen every 4 years. Okay. Number 7, Laura.
Were you asking?
Were you asked? Okay, very good. Were you
Asking.
asked to help with the party? Were you asked to help with the party? Very good. Number 8, Camilo. Number 8.
Why they no why they weren't no why they weren't permission. I don't know, teacher.
No? Okay, don't worry. Paula, pay attention, Camilo. Paula,
Why? Why?
it's negative. The sentence is negative, but it is in past.
Why wasn't permission given for the party?
Exactly. Exactly. That is the sentence. Look at this, Camilo. You say here, you are using passive voice. So in this case, permission, yes, is the object. So wasn't, because it is in the past. Wasn't. And the verb is given. Negative because it is, the verb is negative, not give. Okay? Did you understand, Camilo?
Yes, teacher.
Why wasn't permission given for the party? Okay? We're focusing in the permission. For that reason, that is passive. Now, here I have some words in the first column, in the second column, and in the third column. So you're gonna choose words from the first column and join with the second and with the third to make sentence in passive voice. In passive voice. Okay? It can be past simple or present simple. Puede ser en voz pasiva en presente o en pasado. Okay? So let's start by Laura. Make a sentence.
Millions of pizzas are eaten every day.
Okay, very good. Millions of pizzas are eaten every day. Excellent. Paula,
The World Cup is both every day.
the World Cup
Sorry,
is...
sorry, sorry. The World no, the World the World Cup is played
Yes, it's played. It's played.
every year. No,
No, every year, no. Every 4 years. Every 4 years.
okay.
Every
The
4 years.
World Cup is played every 4 years.
Okay, very good. Camilo,
How many mails was sent the last night?
Okay, very good. How many mails was sent the last night? Very, very good, excellent. Let's continue, Laura.
Our house was built 5 years ago.
Yes, but you say built. This is irregular. The verb built is built. That is the past participle. Built, not
Okay,
builded. Just built.
thank
Okay,
you.
very good. Very good. Paula. Paula.
Yes, teacher.
The next one, please. America.
America mm, was discovered mm, in 1942.
Okay, in 1942. Very good. Camilo. Camilo.
This email was used 50 years ago.
This mail was used 50 years ago. Este email fue usado hace 50 años. Maybe.
Ah,
Or another one. This mail.
this email was used the last night
Last night.
on
Yes.
two
Last night.
years
Very
ago. Yeah.
yes. In past, yes. In past, it can be correct. And the next one. Laura.
My computer was bought
Was bought. Okay.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Very good. Paula. How many sons?
How many songs? How many songs are written?
Yes.
No.
Are written.
How many songs are written every day?
Every day, yes, because you are using present. You are using present, so you need to say every day. If you were using the past, how many songs were writing last night, for example, but you are using the present, so every day. Okay. And the last one, Camilo.
This book was graded 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay, very good. Now you are gonna choose an invention. Okay, you are gonna choose an invention as the cell phone or the computer or the washing machine, the TV, whatever you want. Okay, you're gonna choose an invention, and you are gonna make the description of your invention using passive voice in present and in past. Okay, in present and in past, and the idea is your classmate can guess what is your invention. Okay, with your description. That is the idea. That is the exercise. Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you understand the exercise?
Yes,
Make an invention use present simple or past with passive voice.
No, choose an invention, choose. Escoger un invento, el que sea, televisor, celular, computador,
Ah,
el que tú
okay.
quieras, y vas a hacerle una descripción utilizando voz pasiva en presente y en pasado, pero la idea es que
Okay.
no vamos a decir cuál es el invento, sino que con la descripción los otros compañeros tienen que identificar, tienen que tratar de adivinar cuál es. Okay, that is the exercise. Yeah?
Okay, teacher.
So you have a moment, take your time and tell me when you finish, okay? Tell me when you finish. Please, let me know when you finish, okay? Take your time and let me know when you finish.
Okay.
Thank you.
am ready.
Okay, and Paula, did you finish? And Camilo, did you finish?
Yes.
Paula, did you finish?
No, yet.
No yet? Okay, let's wait a moment for Paula, please.
Yes, teacher, I'm
Okay,
ready.
okay, thank you, Paula. So, let's start by Laura. You're gonna start with the description of your invention.
The object that I choose was invented by Carl Ludwig in 1817. This transport is used for a million people around the world every day. Hundreds of them are built every month. It is driven by one person and it is impulsed with the legs.
Okay. What do you think, Camilo? What is her invention?
The cars.
The car. What do you think, Paula? What is her invention? What is Laura's invention? Paula, what do you think? Paula. Paula, can you hear me? Paula?
I don't know, the TV?
Eh, did you listen to Laura? Yes?
Yes, teacher, I
You
can
listen?
hear you, but I have bad connection.
Okay, so Laura, could you repeat again?
I think
Could you
that
repeat again?
it was the
Okay, Laura is going to repeat again. Okay, it's going to repeat again. Pay attention. Laura, could you repeat again?
The object that I choose was invented by Carl Ludwig in 1817. This transport is used for a million people around the world every day. Hundreds of them are
okay.
built. Hundreds of them are built every month. It is driven by one person and it is impulsed by the legs.
So,
The car, teacher,
the car, is that
that invention.
the car? Yes, Laura, are they correct?
Now, teacher, the clue is in the last sentence. It is impulsed by the legs.
It's not the car,
Okay. The bicycle is the bicycle.
the bicycle.
Yes.
It's the bicycle.
It's
So,
the bicycle.
Camilo, it's not the car. Yes, no, it's not the car, Camilo. It's the bicycle, okay? It is the bicycle. Very good, Laura. Now, let's continue with Camilo.
Okay, and before, this invention was only used to receive phone calls. We believe it that, before this invention was only used to receive phone calls. Now, in 20,000, this invention is used by everyone for its numbers of applications in our life.
No more?
No more, teacher.
Try to give us more clues.
Okay. Many people use this invention for your simply always use your application in our life. Yes, teacher.
For day. What do you think, Paula?
I think that the explanation from him doesn't give us as many clues.
Yes, for that reason. Okay, Camilo, try to, I'm gonna give you a moment, okay? I'm gonna give you a moment more in order to, you can write or you can think more clues, okay? More clues. And try to use
Okay.
passive voice, more passive voice as Laura used in her exercise, okay?
Okay, teacher.
So let's wait a moment, please. Laura and Paula, let's wait a moment, okay? Let's wait a moment.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so share your description.
Okay. This invention was only used to receive phone calls. Now, in 20,000, this invention is used by everyone. The application of this invention are used daily, from listening to music, calling the counting, the step with taking the exercise.
Okay. Laura and Paula, do you know what is his invention?
I guess that is the cell phone, maybe.
The cell
Yes.
phone? Is the cell phone? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, it's the cell phone. Very good, Laura. Very good. You guessed. Now, Paula, your description, please. Paula?
Yes, teacher, I'm going to start.
Okay.
This invention was created between 1876 and 1877, and it was created by Alexander Graham Bell, and that thing is used mm, every day to communicate, but in our homes. And today, the people don't use very much because use another thing that is more mm, like a laptop, and that invention help us to communicate to another people. Remember that it was created mm, to help to people to communicate.
Okay,
Mm, and no
no
more.
more? Okay. So, Camilo, what do you think?
Is the same invention mine?
Is the cell phone?
It's
It's the
similar,
telephone.
but it isn't the same.
It's the telephone.
Okay.
Is the telephone? Laura
Yeah,
said
it's
it is a telephone. Yes?
Ah,
you're
okay.
right.
What is your invention, Laura? Sorry, Paula?
It's the telephone. Laura is
Yes, the
right.
telephone. So Laura guessed. Very good. Now, okay, let me check. Laura, name three things. Name three things that were invented in the last 25 years.
The tablets. Mm, I don't know.
Okay, yes, one. The tablets were invented, but try to use the complete expression. Were invented the last 25 years.
Okay, the tablets were invented the last
The last
25 years.
25 years. Okay, very good. Now, Camilo, name three animals that are found in Africa. Three animals that are found in Africa. Or one or two. One animal is found in Africa. Camilo.
What animal? What?
Three animals. Name. Just name. Name one animal, two animals, or three animals that are found in Africa.
The lion.
So lions.
eh, the lion, the tiger, and
Yes,
the.
but try to tell the complete sentence in passive voice.
Okay.
For example, lions are found in Africa. Okay, because the idea is you can use the passive voice in order you to can practice and remember.
The lion are live in Africa. Okay. The tiger
Are
are live in
found,
Af-
are
are
found,
found in
are found.
Africa. Are found in Africa, and mm, the giraffe
The
are
giraffes are
found
found in Africa. Okay, thank you,
in
Camilo.
Africa.
Paula, name three national dishes that are eaten in Colombia.
Mm, the sancocho, the repas,
Okay,
empanadas too.
are eaten are eaten in Colombia.
Are eaten in Colombia.
Okay, very good. And now, Laura, name three films that were shown the last year. Three films that were shown in the cinema last year. Or just one. Name one film that was shown in the cinema last year.
Coco was shown on the cinema the last year.
The last year. Okay, thank you. Very good. Now, let me share my screen. I am gonna share you the quiz. Is here. Okay, this one. First of all, this one. Okay, this one. Give me a moment. Let me a moment, please. See here. Is here. Okay. Let's check a quiz. Mhm. Wait a moment, please. The internet is slow. Okay, it's here. Okay, here going to complete you are gonna make a passive voice, okay? Rewrite the sentence in passive voice. You have the sentence in active voice and you need to rewrite the sentence in passive voice. In this case, it's just past simple, okay? It's just in past simple. For example, she sings a song. So the passive voice, a song was sung by her, okay? That is what you are gonna do. Number 2. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher, I can see it.
Okay, so number 2, Paula. Number 2, Paula. Paula.
I was hit by somebody.
Okay, I was hit by somebody. Okay, very good.
Remember that verb is the same in
Yes, it's the
present,
same. It's
past,
the
and
same in present and past, and in the past participle is the same. For that reason, you're correct. Very good. I was hit by somebody. Now, Camilo, we stopped the bus. Number 3.
The bus was
The
stopped by
bus
us. The bus,
was
sorry, was stopped by us.
stopped. Okay, was stopped by us.
Stop.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
Number 4, Laura.
My car was stolen by a thief.
My car
present.
was stolen by a thief. Okay, very good. Number 5, Paula.
Okay. He wasn't
He,
let him by them.
he
Wasn't
wasn't let go.
let go
He
by
wasn't let go
them.
by them. Okay, by them. Very good. He wasn't let go by them. In this case, the object in this case, him, is the subject of the passive voice. Very good. Number 6, Camilo.
Eh, she,
Look at
I
this.
don't know, teacher.
She didn't win the prize. She didn't win the prize. What is the object of this sentence? What is the object? She didn't win the prize.
she,
The
The price.
subject is she. The subject is she. But what is the object? What is the object?
the
Camilo, what
price,
is the object? The prize. Okay, so that it becomes in the subject on the passive voice sentence. The prize
was,
wasn't because it's negative. So it
okay,
wasn't.
it wasn't by here,
Wasn't, okay. The price
by
wasn't,
here,
but the price wasn't.
by here.
No, what is the verb? You use the verb.
The price was sent won
Remember, you need to go on. Yes, exactly. Won.
by here.
Won. The prize wasn't won by
Here.
her. By her.
Her.
Okay, by her.
Price was
Number 7.
won by her.
Laura. Very good. Number 7, Laura.
The beds weren't made by
Yes.
them.
Weren't. The pets weren't
Made
made. Just made. Made.
by them.
Say make, made, and made is the same in the past and in the past participle. Made.
And by them.
By them. Very good. By them. Okay. Number 8, Paula.
They weren't told by me.
They weren't. Okay.
They weren't told by me.
They weren't told by me. Okay. Very good. Number 9, Camilo. It is a question. Did you tell them?
They.
It's a question. It's a question.
Oh, okay. Did you tell me? Did you? Uh, mm,
Okay, what is the object? What is the object in this
are
sentence? Them.
10
Them. So you replace it by they, okay? But
they
so you start with where. Where
they
were they?
uh,
What is the verb? What is the verb? What is the verb in the
tell
sentence? Tell. So what is the
tell
past participle of tell?
told
Told, okay. So were
okay
they told
be
by
me
by you? By you because it say
by
did
you
you
okay
tell them? Were they told by you? Okay. And number 10, Laura.
Was the letter
Was the letter? Was the letter
sent by he?
by him? By him. By him. Was the letter sent by him? Okay.
Right,
Very
teacher.
very good. Was the letter sent by him? So now another one, another quiz, and we finish. Another one here because I need to practice more. Okay, I don't need this one. This. Okay, here let's start with I see here. Okay. Okay, so here you just need to choose A, B, C, or D. I don't know why this class is always so dirty because it cleans, was clean, or is clean every morning. Camilo.
was clean
I don't know why this class is always so dirty.
oh
Remember, you can in this case, in the
clean
last exercise, in this quiz, we were talking just in simple past, in passive voice. But in this case, you can choose present or past passive voice, past simple or present simple passive voice. So, what is the correct answer? A, B, C, or D?
a
A?
yes
No, look at the verb, look at the verb. ¿Qué nos falta
clean
aquí? ¿Qué nos faltaría aquí en este verbo para hacer que esta oración sea pasiva?
it
The verb to be.
The verb to be. So, what is the correct answer, Camilo?
be
D, okay, D, okay. Let's continue. Number 2, Laura.
Correct is the C. If my
C.
car is damaged by you.
Okay, very good. Number 3, Paula.
Buenos días y buen día. Que tengan
Why
un buen
didn't you
día.
play football yesterday? Because the match was cancelled. The second one.
Letter B, okay, very good. Next one, number 4, Camilo. How old is the tower? It is believed to be over 100 years ago. It believes to be over 100 years ago. People believe to be over 100 years ago, or they believe to be over 100 years ago. What do you think? What is the correct answer?
the C
See? Look at this. How old is the tower?
they believe to be over 100 years old
In passive voice.
it believes
The Which letter? A, B, C, or D?
Okay, B.
B? But in this case, you miss the verb to be. En la voz pasiva no nos podemos olvidar del verbo to be.
Okay, A. In this case is A.
A, okay, 8. Number 5, Laura. Try to analyze this one. Not always you can use the passive voice. Not always you can use the passive voice.
I guess that is the B.
Yes, B. This is not passive voice. Yes, this is not passive voice. This is an active voice. It is not possible in this case to use the passive voice. Very good, Laura. Number 6, Paula.
Who was the telephone invented by Alexander Graham Bell?
Letter D.
D.
Okay,
D.
very good, very good. Number 7, Camilo. Try to analyze the question. Try to analyze the question.
A.
Yes, exactly. A. Very good. In active voice, not in passive voice. Very good.
Okay.
Laura.
Where the robbers arrest the D.
Okay, letter D. Very good. And finally, Paula.
Mary. Mary didn't receive the flowers that Tim bought for her because because they were sent to the wrong address.
So is letter B? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, very good. So we finished the class. And now you are gonna give me your opinions or your suggestions about the class as usual, okay? So Camilo, how was the class for you? Or do you have any question about the topic or do you have any suggestion?
Is I don't know, uh, more the passive voice, but it's important using the in the grammar English because it's important the skin. But I practice more about the passive voice in present and the past simple.
Okay, but how was the class for you? How was the class?
For me, it's interesting, but was recreative. I think the this class was the a lot important.
Okay, thank you, Camilo. And Paula.
I think that the class was so interesting and I really like that we can practice a lot that grammar that I like and I would like to practice that grammar but in all the tenses because we can improve our
Yes.
English and our vocabulary grammatics.
In the next class, we are gonna talk about passive voice in present perfect and present continuous. Okay.
Perfect. I really like that topic. Thank you so much for that, teacher.
Okay, thanks to you. And Laura?
I really enjoyed the class, teacher. I don't have any suggestion. The comments are just positive. I really love that in this class we had a lot of practice.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for attending to this class and see you on Friday. See you on Friday at 8 a.m. Okay, and have a good day. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Thanks a lot. Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, day, guys. See
Thank
you
you.
next class.